Why are you crying, Ben?
Sold my Godzilla.
Why? Why are you crying?
Episode. So the first one is this vintage 1968 piggy bank. Little, I think he's a bloodhound with the Christmas suit. Definitely faded. I know there's a following for piggy banks or banks in general, so I picked it up. It was 10 ounces to me, so I'm in it for 80 cents on this one. Not a lot of money. Again, it's at the end of it, I made $6.71 from that 80 cents. So we saved it from the landfills, and he's going to an appropriate home that he will be displayed well. Again, that's how I look at these smalls. You know, I'd rather get a lot more of these $5 hits, these $8 hits, a $6 turnaround. Again, I always use this comparison to the food service. You know, you're not gonna get one person to buy a $300 burger, right? You're gonna sell him an $8 burger, and you want him to come back the next day and the next day or next week and continually have this service. So if I can turn this into a $6 flip from 80 cents and hope that that person is happy with the product that they receive, hopefully they'll come back and buy something else, and they'll continually do that and know that I'm providing good deals all the time. So that's how I look at this resale business, or this rehoming business. I want to be able to provide good deals with quality items and know that I did not pay an arm and a leg to get these things, okay? They're not home runs by any stretch of the imagination. They're not bangers. It's not going to be a clickbait. This is probably not something that's going to get 1 million views. And I'm okay with that. As long as you're getting the content that you need, we're solid. All right? That's what I'm trying to accomplish here, is just making sure that I get you information so that it doesn't have to be this exact one. It's just a mentality of saying, I don't have to get rich on this one guy. But if I can get $5 there, can I get another $10, $15 on this one, another $10 here? And if you're doing that daily, at the end of the month, you're going to have a nice paycheck, guaranteed. So the next item here, I got this Peppa Pig. Peppa does great for me. It's a good toy line, clean. It's got a little house. So again, I waited until I had enough to provide a little set. Okay. So I've got some figures, I've got some accessories, I've got a little car right there, and then I got the schoolhouse. All of this together was 36 ounces at the Goodwill bins. Cost me $2.72 by weight. Posted it up for 20 bucks and I got it. Okay, so after my fees and my buy-in cost, I made $15.63 in profit. So again, will you find this all together in one bin? Maybe, maybe not. You might find this one day. You might find this guy another day. So you come home and you put it away. This comes in another day, set it up. You see what I'm saying? You just keep putting it away. Let me show you. So here's an example of one that I just picked up the other day. Here's another Peppa Pig house. It's a 3-story house, you know. So I found that. But if we go to my area where I have all my items, there you go. See, Peppa Pig. I've got cars. I've got a little house. I've got figures. So I've got enough to make another lot. I just do one. Once this sells, like it's sold now, I'll go ahead and post the other one. Now I'll have a new one, and some other people will have a chance to check that out. So there you go. That's Monday sales. Again, not a lot, right? Just two sales, $15.63 and $6.71. Still a good $21 day. You know, in profits after my fees and my buying costs. I'm still making 21 bucks. The best? No. Money? Yes. Great. So again, just think small, let them add up. Small sales, they trickle in, they come in. Every once in a while you get a good, you know, 40, 50, even $100 sale on just something that you got lucky and found. But don't worry about those. Focus on the smalls. Get this to the people. See, there's more folks looking for these value items like this and are willing to buy more into this than they are trying to spend $100 on something crazy, right? So that's my target. I'm trying to get those folks that, you know, I can get from a $10 to $25 hits, and I can do that here all day long. So again, just sharing that information, because if you stay within this medium, you're going to get a return. What's tomorrow's sale? Here we go. All right, now it's Tuesday the 14th. A bunch of little bikes. They're branded Maestro, Hondas, a whole bunch of different ones. A couple different sizes. There's a Harley on a pedestal, but they're just little, you know, little plastic bikes. So my cost on this was 23 ounces at the bin. Again, grabbing one, saving it in a container, grabbing another one another day when I find them, until I came up with this little lot. I haven't found any, so I figured, it's time to post it. So $1.84, and it sold for 15 bucks. So at the end of the day, with my buy-in and the fees and all that stuff, I ended up with the $11.87. All right, so Tuesday the 14th, Daisy has we got 4 items that she sold. So let's start with these Berks. Again, I keep telling you, Berks, they sell for her pretty quickly. So this is a Goodwill bins find. $1.12 is what we paid by our weight. She posted on Facebook for $30, and after your fees and that $1.12, she ends up with $27.09. Then we have this Clark's collection shoe, and actually it has tags still on the bottom too. So these weren't used, but we did find them at the Goodwill bins. And this one, by weight, ended up being $1.48. These got sold on Poshmark for $49. Your initial cost and the fees on Poshmark, you end up with $39.20 for these Clarks. Then we have these mini Melissa Ultra Girl Glitter sandals. Garage sale find for us. Paid $1 for them. They went on Poshmark for 13 bucks. After the fees and the initial dollar cost, we end up with $9. Not huge money, guys, but I'm just saying, you know, for $1 to turn it into 9 bucks, and you're also getting this to somebody that's gonna use it. The next thing that I have here is a pair of shorts. This is a Goodwill find. You know, it's a bonus when you find them with tags. It's not common, but still nice to see that you're able to find this kind of stuff at the Goodwill bins. New with tags, super clean, nothing needed. Probably just came from somebody's closet, got thrown into their garments and donated, right? So 9 ounces on these ends up being 72 cents for us, and this posted on Mercari for $16, and they sold pretty quickly too. Right now it's summer, so shorts they're gonna be in right now, so pay attention to at least the shorts, and the weather will dictate what sells a lot more frequently. So after fees and your buy-in costs, we end up with $12.92. All right, folks, well, it's still Tuesday the 14th. And I had some sales come through. Let me share a couple of these things. Not big money makers, but it is things that I look for. And again, I'm just sharing what we do. No rhyme or reason to it. It's just what we pick up, and it does well for us. If you guys decide to pick that stuff up, or you see it for cheap and it makes sense to you, then, you know, by all means, you know, you'll make a couple bucks. You ain't gonna get rich on it, but the more you add to the bank account, bank account slowly goes up. So board games, I got a board game here. This one is complete. I always double check, you know, the insides to make sure that they're 100% complete board. I read the like, obviously you're not gonna know what goes in these, but if you look at the back or the sides, they usually tell you exactly what's in them. So just make sure that it's all in there. And even if it's not, parts, you can sell the insides for parts, separated. Some people might be looking for a box if it's something kind of unusual, but this one sold. This one I picked up at the Goodwill bins. 50 ounces to me, so that's $4. Took it down to 15, and I received an offer of 13 bucks, and for $2 I'm not gonna cry over it. After the fees and my initial buying cost, I'll still make $7 on this deal. $7.02. So again, not big money, but the smalls trickle in, and it feels good to make a sale. That's the other thing about it. You know, it's like, this is going to folks that are willing to pay, you know, with shipping, because I don't do free shipping, but I make sure that the items are cheap enough. You know, I try to be fair on that angle. Over here I have this little guy. This is a check this out, this is crazy, 1993 Domino's pizza. Now, looking for stuff like this that's like restaurant related, definitely this one helps because it's 1990s, so it's older. PVC mascot. I picked this up 2 ounces. Okay, these are 16 cents to me all day. And check this out, not only did I find one of these seals, 1993, I found a whole bag full. I mean, all of these, I probably have a couple hundred in here. Has to be. 2 ounces, 8 cents a piece to me, and I'm making $8 on them each on the low. I mean, I took an offer. I have them up for $10. Again, will you find these out there? Like, Sal, you know, you're showing me something that we might never find. I don't know. You could, but what I'm trying to get at is the fact of what it is. Okay, so don't always say like, well, I'm never gonna find that. So you got lucky, you found it. Maybe I did, but just if you see like restaurant toys or mascots and they're definitely from the 90s and they're like this, I know that you see the new stuff, and the new stuff is pretty corny. Is that a word? Cheesy? People use that term? I don't know, but this is 1990s. I remember this when I was young. Yeah, again, just look at what it is. You could benefit from it. Couple cents a piece, 8 cents on this one. You know, look it up if anything. If you don't feel comfortable like just taking a grab, look it up. I looked it up and they were going for like 14, 15, 16 bucks open. And I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm the only one with a bunch of these sealed ones now. So they'll just sit there, and every once in a while when they sell, they sell. I mean, this probably 3 of these will pay for that whole bag. So I got $8 for this one. And after my fees and my 16 cents that I invested in this little item, I came up with $6.51. All right, so here's another real cool deal here. So this is a racket. It's got the nice sleeve on the top. Dunlop Maxi Ply, really nice condition. I mean, I got it not because I don't know if they'll use it, to be honest with you, but I really thought, I'm always thinking like decoration purpose, right? This on a wall like this in somebody's game room, you know what I mean? Like that would look really cool, right? In a game room or something. If they use it, great, but it's, I mean, it's superior condition. This one is made in Germany. I've seen them go up for like $45 and over without the cover, the head cover, and this one is really nice as well. And then these are sought after. Think seasonal as well. I'm thinking outside the box. I wasn't even thinking about seasonal. I was just thinking about decoration. This would look really cool like that. Bam, right? This to me at the Goodwill bins, because I got this at the Goodwill bins, $1.29, so it was a full pound for me. I did ask for 35, wasn't getting anything. I went down to 20 bucks just the other day, and it sold today. So after my fees and my $1.29 buy-in, I end up with $17.11. Think about that. If you take that and you're making your 17 bucks, you know, with so many different things like that, it adds up. I'm just trying to help you make a couple bucks. I just want to show you some other things that you can make a couple bucks on. Stuff that, you know, I don't know if you'll find this guy or not, but something similar, then you know what to do. You know, you find another one of these nice rackets and you're not going to always think about, nobody's going to use that for sports. It's so old. No, you're going to think about like, wow, someone might hang that. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to make you think different. Don't always think about what the use is of that one single item. Think outside the box. Okay? Again, this, if it's not complete, take the board. Take the box if it's a nice box. Take the inside, the cards, the dice. You can sell all that stuff. People will want it. Now, look it up on eBay. If it's indeed a set that goes up for like $40, $50, $60, somebody's going to forget a card. A kid's gonna lose something from this one set, and then you'll have that replacement parts. Replacement parts, okay? You don't have to have a complete set. If it's replacement parts and you put it on eBay, sooner or later somebody will lose something from here and they're gonna wanna complete it. And guess where they're gonna go? To you, my friend, to you, because you have it as a replacement and you're not charging an arm and a leg. Okay, you're being fair. You know you got this for, what did we pay? We paid $4 for this. So even if you got 15 bucks for parts, you're gonna make, you know, $10, $11 on it after fees. So think outside the box. This one I've already shared a couple times, but you know, let's get repetitive. What is it? It's a beer pub tap. Blue logo. I paid $1 at the garage sale. If you do find them out at the garage sales, and you can get it for a good deal, even if you got them for $5 a piece, you're still gonna make money, because this one, I put $25 on Facebook and I got it. So after you take away my $1 and the Facebook fees, I'm looking at $22.38 on this thing. So even if you paid $5 for this, you're still gonna make about 15 bucks on this. Okay, so don't always think like, oh, if I can't get it for $1, I'm not gonna pick it up. Nah, come on, be fair. I got lucky on this deal because the people that had this, they had a big container full of them, and they actually offered it to me. You know, I was looking at them like, hey man, if you want that whole box, take it for 10 bucks. And at that point I was like, you know what, there's no haggle needed. You know, and they were gonna take it. You know, they plainly said, whatever's left, we're taking it to Goodwill. So we're gonna donate to whatever. We're gonna try to make whatever we can on the stuff that's here. I was like, of course, man, 10 bucks, I'm taking it. I knew I was gonna make some money on it. Then we have these toys. If you remember in my Christmas lot that we picked up, I think it was one of our first episodes. We picked up these toys in a lot with a bunch of different little people and things. And these were in there, so I took them apart and I sold these separately. These are vintage. These are 1970s. So anything Tonka, when you see toys like this, even if they're not complete, if they're just the cars or whatever, just, you know, they're definitely metal, a little bit rusted, but you know, we noted all that. Okay, so this must have been like $1.50, if that's 50 cents, you know, say $1.50 for the 3. I put it up for 20 bucks on Facebook and they sold. So after my fees and all that, I'm in it for $17.13. If these are $1.50. I sold him and I didn't think I could, but I did. But there's a story behind that. Let me share. I sold my 1970s Godzilla. It's missing the hand. It's got a little broken tab, but the tongue will still stick out. It was a Goodwill Bins find. Probably before I started doing the videos, I want to say about 6 months ago, I found him without the tail. And then a gentleman saw that I picked this up. He was like, hey, I think this belongs to it. And same, you know, texture and all that stuff, and I was like, yeah, it does. It was like, here, you could have it. I just saw that you grabbed it, and I saw this at the other bin, so feel free to take it. And I was like, oh my god, couldn't believe it. I know they're spendy. Didn't know how much, but I know that they're, you know, very minimum $100. And he's super clean, you know. Got the wheels on the bottom, no cracks. Tails on. Again, just that needs a little repair. But I had them posted for 230 bucks, and I wasn't gonna take anything less. This is one of those deals that, you know, I tell you, don't be like this, but I was kind of stingy on it. Not because, how do I say this? I wanted to keep this in the collection. This is one that I was like, you know, I got it at a very good price, and I want to keep them. You know, I want to keep him in the collection. I thought he looked really cool right there next to the NES control deck. You know, I was just trying to deck out my game room. And this definitely, you know, is something like, I'm glad I found this. Is one of those, you know, in the wild that, you know, you would probably only find in collectors' rooms, especially in this condition. And, you know, finding out the Goodwill Bins was just an amazing, it just added that much more feeling to the find, you know, to the hunt. And just, you just stumble upon these things. And that's kind of why I say, you know, when you go to the Goodwill Bins, you just don't know what you're gonna find. I found this thing, posted it for 230 bucks. You know, they can go up in the ranges of, you know, $300, $340, especially if this is intact. And if you've got that handpiece alone can bring, you know, $90 to $120. The tail can definitely bring, you know, another $75 to itself. And then just the body, you know, if somebody's trying to replace that, can bring in some cash. But together as is, I think 200 to 250 is a good rate. I had it at 230, just, you know, not hoping to sell it. But the story behind it is, I had a gentleman reach out and say, hey, you know, I've got 240 bucks all in. Can you do that, you know, with the shipping? And I got stingy. I was like, nah, I'm asking 230 and you pay your own shipping, you know, which is honestly probably $15 difference. And, you know, he was like, hey, I want it for my son. He's a Godzilla collector, and it's something that I want to get for him because he doesn't have it. And, you know, it's just a bond that I have with my son. And if you tell me that, I'm a huge sucker for that. You know, there's definitely a lot behind that concept, but he said that it's for his son. So I definitely crumbled to that and dropped it down to $2.15. Again, I know that $15 isn't much, and over, why even complaining about that? It's such a good deal already, and blah 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 on my end. But the moral of the story, and those of you that know me will understand the whole son concept, and I let him go. So he's going to a home, a good collection, and I just wanted to share that with you, and nothing more than that. Just, he was something that I wanted to keep, but the father-son bond is definitely more powerful than these material things. So there you go. And by weight, this is really probably 4 pounds. So I definitely got them for under $6. So again, Goodwill find. See anything similar to this? Now you know. It's definitely a $200 piece. So it is, right? I sold these two. They're called Lord Ganesha statue, dancing position, and just a regular statue is what I called it. 2 pounds altogether. So I'm in it for $2.60 on these things. Again, I picked it up not knowing anything about it. I just like the decorative look to it. Yeah, I just think that they look super cool. Definitely thinking about like on somebody's pedestal, decoration, so again, that's why I picked these things up. And I know that I'm going to be in it for pennies, right? So $2.60. I sold it for $45 on Marketplace. So after your fees and my buy-in costs, I ended up with $40. The whole concept on this is get it to the right home, get it to someone that's going to end up posting that and making it look nice in their home. And that's what you do. Okay, that's the whole concept behind rehoming. It's not always about the bottom dollar. It's not, I need to make $40 or I'm not gonna do anything with it. Nah, come on. There's a lot of smalls. There's a lot of people looking for these things. These all, not maybe not these things, but looking for the smalls, right? A lot of people looking for those things, and that's why I keep, sharing the same mentality is, smalls will add up at the end of the day. So this is $45, so I can't complain. But the little toys and the little figures and the little things that I pick up, and they bring me $10 here, another $5 here, another $6 there. It adds up at the end of the day, and that's what I'm trying to really focus with you guys, so that when you're out there, you don't need to make a $100 deal. You don't need that $50 deal. Just make the smalls. Target that bracket of, a $10 to $20 sale. And I feel like you're gonna see a lot more return in that. And you're not wasting time. Remember that somebody's buying these because they want to give it to somebody they love. They remember something about it. It's very nostalgic to them. Gifts. So they're getting it for a reason. And you're providing that reason by being able to find it, to source it, and provide a good deal for them. Okay? So again, it's repetitive, and there's a reason that I keep saying it over and over and over again, is because it's very important that you remember that sourcing is to rehome. Okay, but just think about, I'm gonna rehome this item, and I guarantee that you're gonna see things in a different perspective. You're not gonna just see the dollar signs on it. You're gonna see the meaning behind that item. You're gonna see it stored somewhere in somebody's home. So when you see that thing, it's like, oh, I can see somebody posting this on their pedestal on top of their fireplace. I can see this Christmas item that I picked up in somebody's Christmas party next year. I can see this toy. I can see the children gonna play with this, and I'm gonna build this bundle so that when the parents or grandparents or somebody ends up seeing this on my store, they can see the story that I've already pre-created for them. So it's all they have to do is click, purchase, ship, and give it right to their children, grandkids, whatever it is, right? So again, think of it that way. I don't know if I'm naive. It's just the way I do it. I feel good about it because it's not just reselling. It's a lot more meaning to it. And there you go. So again, much love. Be kind. Rewind the times. I keep saying it, rewind, because I want to go back in time. I want to remember those times when I played with toys as a youngster, and probably you guys as well. If you're in my age bracket, I'm an old buck, so just trying to share, just trying to give you information. So be kind, rewind. Much love.